What's up everybody? This week we have a special video doing a collab with two other lovely figure collectors. First up in the ring we have Clary, coming in all the way from the United Kingdom.
Hey, I've Ladle. Thank you so much for having me on your channel. Super excited to be here.
In the other corner we have Albert from the land down under, Sydney, Australia.
Hi, my name is Albert and I am from the Washing YouTube channel. Thanks so much Avery Ladle for having me on your channel.
So yeah, we thought it'd be fun if we did a little Q&A video together. So the way this works is that each of us asks the other two 5 unique questions. So all of us will be answering a total of 10 questions in their own video. Once you finish watching this, you can go check out their videos to see what they said to my wacky questions. I'm gonna be alternating between Clary and Albert's questions, so without further ado, let's get started with Clary.
My first question to you is, which of your figures in your collection would make the best work mascot?
For me, it would be the "This is fine" dumpster fire. I work a shitty office job where things constantly go wrong and catch on fire, and at this point, us lowly grunts just kinda accept it. Another great mascot would be Monokuma. Like my job, on the surface they're all nice and cute, but deep down, all they do is cause despair.
My first question for you is, what animes are you currently watching?
I just finished Odd Taxi, which was impossible not to binge. I'm really glad I waited till it was all out. It looks like a silly show, but there are a lot of moments that hit really hard. Just like Ranking of Kings, it shows you can't judge a book by its cover. But on that note, like everyone and their mothers, I'm also watching Spy Family. But since I read the manga already, it doesn't have the same impact on me. But I'm also watching Kaguya Season 3 and combing.
Do you have a figure that you would consider your waifu? And if so, what made her waifu status?
If I had to choose one, it would be Tsukio from Gintama. It's a gag anime with lots of random and raunchy jokes. Plenty of parodies and references, but in it there is a badass ninja girl. What a surprise, my waifu is as weeby as it gets. She was the first figure I bought when I got into figure collecting as a hobby, but I wanted her so much I bought her in the aftermarket for like 3 times the price. She also has a blushing phase, you can change out her pipe with a kunai, and the base is pretty dang soft. But if you're a complete degenerate, you can also see her butt.
My second question for you is, what is the last figure that you pre-ordered?
I really didn't think it was gonna happen so soon, but the Kirby 30th anniversary Nendoroid went up for pre-order this week. But big shout out to Milkia, who told me the minute he was up on Ami Ami. So I was able to get him before he sold out, but I'll probably do an updated pre-order list video soon. Anyways, if you want a super fun and chill person to watch on Twitch, please follow Milkia.
Question number 3. Which is your favorite spicy figure? Because I know you have one.
They say there's no silly questions, but I think this one is pretty obvious. My favorite spicy figure is Squidward. Oh my, that chiseled face, the chest hair, and that shiny badonkadonk. I'm just kidding. The hottest figure I own is actually Charmander. I mean, who doesn't love a good set of muscles? And the bigger the better, right? If you're talking spicy hot, this Pokemon is literally on fire.
Question, how did you get into collecting Herbie collectibles?
You may have noticed that I freaking love Kirby, but that actually didn't start until after the pandemic. I'm sure like a lot of people, my mental health took a bit of a hit. But then I came across this Kirby figure and he was just vibing, you know, just having fun, enjoying the small things in life. They're just a great reminder to take it easy, especially when you're in a bad headspace.
Question number 4. What is an unusual thing you like about figure collecting?
I like that figure collecting has kept me up to date on the value of the Japanese yen. On Ami Ami, you can get an approximation of the Japanese yen to your currency. You know, it keeps me up to date on the world economic situation.
Another question, is there a figure that you wish to have a figure for?
Oh man, before you even asked your question, I was already working on a video for this, so I don't want to spoil too much, but I would love a scale figure of Onizuka from GTO, and then from Mairimashita Iruma-kun, I would love to get an Ameri figure. I really like romances where there's a tall girl and a short guy. As with most of my waifus, Mary kicks butt, but she also has a very cute side.
And last but not least, are there any figures you regret not buying? And if so, why?
Honestly, there's really no figure I regret not buying outside of the Hatsune Miku if. At the time, I said I wasn't gonna buy any more Nendoroids, but now I'm buying them like crazy. The only thing I really regret is not collecting figures sooner. Most of the ones I want were released before I started collecting, like Tai Takemi from Persona 5, so their aftermarkets are crazy.
The big question, how do you find doing anime figures unboxing on YouTube, especially compared to the other stuff you did, like animation and game content?
Honestly, at times it bums me out because I actually put a lot more thought and work into those other videos. With figure videos, I just find it a little harder to be creative and inject more of my personality into the video. Sometimes it just feels like all I'm saying is, that looks good, that also looks good. Then I get annoyed at myself and I pull out a thesaurus so I just don't repeat the same thing. Don't get me wrong, I still love making figure videos, but it does burn me out when that's the only video I make. So yeah, ideally I'd like to have my channel to have a little more variety so I don't go insane. But at the end of the day, I just really want to make people happy. That's always going to be my biggest priority, and the figure videos are what people seem to really enjoy. Anyways, here are a couple of questions I asked Clary and Albert. Many people consider anime figures to be a work of art, so if you could put any one of your figures next to the Mona Lisa, what would it be? Or are you just gonna be a degenerate and put a lewd figure next to her? So if you've ever seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks, he has a volleyball named Wilson and he talks to it to stay sane. So my question is, if you were stuck on a deserted island, which one of your figures would you want to keep you company? So if you want to see them respond to those questions and more, please go check out their videos. They're both lovely people and it was super fun to work on this with them.
Thank you so much for having me on your channel, Avlador. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thanks again for having me on your channel, Avlador. I'm looking forward to hearing your responses.
But hey, if you want to ask me stuff, if we get at least 10 different comments with questions, I'll do another Q&A video. And if not, then I will eat an entire pint of ice cream, and that is the threat. But as always, thanks for watching, subscribing would be awesome, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.